Today's video, we're going to go over Orthodox fighter against a Southpaw and a Southpaw against an Orthodox fighter. A couple little tips, some really good tips and a couple tricks that we're going to show. On our instructional videos, we're going to go way more into depth on the angles that you're going to use against the Southpaw and vice versa, because it goes hand in hand. So today we're going to show you a couple really good tips and really good tricks. And the first example we're going to use is how to stifle that lead hand. Like I said, either way, a righty fight, a lefty, or lefty fight right. Right now we're going to do it as he's the Southpaw and I'm the right-hander. And I'm going to show you how to stop a lot of stuff, not just the lead hand, by using your lead hand. But we're going to stop a lot of stuff with this. So one of the tricks is if I'm in my stance and his lead hand and he throws that jab at me, is for me to just use my lead hand and catch that hand like that and pop it over the top. Catch it and pop it. Catch it and pop it. Now the key to that is the two things that you have to understand is when you're doing that, you're not going to swat at that hand. You're not going to swat at that hand. So when he throws that jab, I don't want to swat at that hand. I don't want to really swat at that hand, because let's say he would fake that jab. He would fake that jab at me, and I would try to swat at it. He could come over the top of the hook. So he fakes it, and I try to swat at it. He could fake it and come over the top of the hook on me. Okay? So the key is to be able to just catch it. So let's say he goes to fake that jab this time, and I do, like I said, you're just catching it, you're just catching it. You're not swatting at it, you're just catching it. So if he feints it, and I go like that, and he tries to throw the hook over top, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll be able to deflect that, okay? I'll be able to deflect the hook as well. So the key is to be able to just, when he throws that jab, you just parry it, and punch it. Catch it, parry it, and punch over the top. Now, what that also stops, you can stop so much with that, because you're not just stopping the lead hand from hitting you. My jab, by catching his jab and popping the jab and catching him with that jab, is going to beat his left hand. So when it beats his left hand, you're stopping him from throwing that 1-2. So not only you parrying a jab and catching a jab, if he decides he's going to throw a 1-2 again, you will catch that, you hit him, and that's going to stop. He's going to his left hand is going to be short, because you're going to be able to hit him, and his left hand, he's not going to be able to get his full extension into his left hand, and he's going to come up short with that left hand. So that's a great trick, a great tactic to use against a Southpaw, and the Southpaw will be able to use that against you. So it's the battle of who knows how to do it best, and how you have to practice those things. The second tactic that we're going to show you is when you're using your jab. Like I said, Southpaw's going to use it's who uses it best. If you throw a jab at the guy's head all the time, okay, when you're fighting Southpaw, if you're Orthodox or vice versa, if you're jabbing for the face, okay, he can slip to the outside and throw his hook over the top. Or he can throw his left hand straight down the middle and catch it. But this trick here is that instead of jabbing for the face, I'm going to jab him over there by his ear. So when I jab him by his ear, two things could happen. He could be simple and move himself right in, and then now you are going to hit him right in the face. Okay? And he's not going to be able to slip to the outside, because you're throwing it to the ear, and if he slips, he runs right into it. But usually what happens is when you throw that jab to the ear, his mind, consciously, subconsciously, his instinct is going to be able, he's going to slip to your right, to his left when you throw it to the ear. And he's going to be right there for that right hand. So the way that's looking is I'm jabbing for his ear and he's slipping, and when he instinctively slips that way because he feels that the jab is over here, he's going to slip that way that the right hand's going to come. So it's going to look like this. He's going to slip, bam, and then I'm going to catch him with the right hand. See, like I said, if I threw the jab there, he'd be able to slip to the outside. When I jab for the ear, he's going to slip to the inside, and you're going to be able to catch him with the right hand. Vice versa for the southpaw. And that's something we're going to go over in depth too on the instructions, how you can, either way, you can still defeat that left hand. There's another way to defeat that lead left, or off of a 1-2, or vice versa against a southpaw against a right-hander as well. So that's two great tactics that a southpaw can use against a right-hander, or a right-hander can use against a southpaw. But like I said, you can watch videos all day. You have to go into your training, into the gym. You have to practice these things in sparring. You have to practice them with your trainer, you know, on the pads, and use the imagination on the heavy bag. And so we're giving you those things to try, and we want to have feedback and let us know how it's working out for you. I'm Coach Tom Yankello. Don't forget to subscribe to my world-class boxing channel.